Welcome back, everyone. And one of the things that I want to discuss, okay, is the philosophy that I had acquired many years ago, even before my teenage years. I'm walking across classroom and I happen to look up on the board hanging on the wall and I read this particular thing. Stand up for what you believe in, even when you're standing alone. And we live our lives in a series of disappointments. So much that either two things will happen, if not many other gray areas of these two scenarios. One, you will accept disappointment as inevitability, period. Okay? You would accept it so much that your subconscious will start to believe that you enjoy the misery that comes your way and will mistake this as a sense of happiness. And subconsciously, you will sabotage things until they don't work out, until they do fail and cause you misery. Okay? And you have no idea of this. All right? The other thing is, you will learn so much when something good comes your way to appreciate it, take it with happiness, and never let it go. And the second one is what I want you to start focusing on. Now, being bitter and being angry, okay, this causes more issues in your life that you'll never, ever pinpoint the reasoning for that behavior, okay, or those results, I should say. And your behavior does have to do with the results, trust me. Even your behavior responding to those results. Now, stand up for what you believe in, even when you're standing alone. And that has a very interesting concept, okay, from a morality a point of view, and pretty much you literally just sticking up for yourself, okay. Now, there are lots of people in this world that just goes with the flow, you know, does things that other people do because it's what they're doing. They want to fit in, okay. And there's some of us that does not have that in our part of our DNA, okay. They are very thorough, very strict, very on point, okay. They want something, they focus on it until they get it, all right. And over a period of time of existing, I'm here to tell you this. If you're going to be that one who stands up for yourself, okay, all right, and take no shit off of anybody, trust me. Trust me. It can be a very lonely path, all right? And the funny thing is everyone that you have that are close to you in your life, from your perspective, not theirs, okay? Because normally relationships are, unfortunately, one way. Okay, how you feel about someone is not the opposite. Okay, and of course, it takes years for you to realize it, and for you to wake up like, oh my God, I can't believe it, right? This person's not my friend at all. All right, and I've been, after all these years, I thought they were, right? And, those are harsh things in life, but it's life. Okay, no one ever said life was fair. Now, because you take no guff off of nobody, you don't allow people to bully you. You stand up and you'll fight back if necessary. Okay, you are the problem now. You are this out of control, ridiculous, aggressive, obnoxious, dangerous person. Okay, and that's not the case. The case is you're just someone who has no tolerance for it. That's all. You decided that you're not going to let this stuff happen to you. Okay? You're not going to allow certain things to dictate who you want to be and who you are. Okay? These people who try to label you this, their mission is to break that border that you have, that strength that you have, so they can do what they benefits them and control you, manipulate you, lie to you, and get what they want from you. Okay? All right? So, of course, they're going to start attacking you and trying to make you believe that you're this horrible person. Okay? All right? And, so are you that type of person to deal with that stuff? Okay? All right? And you have to ask yourself, what is the most important thing? Making somebody else's happy, okay, or dictating my destination? And that's where the take control of your life comes into play. Now, this little thing here says overcoming life obstacles, difficult emotions, and problem behavior. Okay, that's not the message I'm trying to get to you. What I'm trying to get to you is do not listen to everybody else, okay? Unless that person that you are listening that you're listening to is in the position that you want to be, and still take their advice at a grain of salt. Okay, I've accomplished things in my life that everyone has said that's impossible. You can't do it. Next thing you know, they're taking my ideas and running with them. And it's just like, wow, that's cruddy, right? Really cruddy. But this is what happens. People take your ideas and they'll do it after telling you that you can't do it. Okay, so they can benefit as much as possible without you knowing it. Sorry, I got a cough. And when you take control of your life, you are the analyzer, the judge, the jury, and the decision maker. And nobody likes that because everybody knows what you should be doing. And these are always the people that have no control of their own lives. Hell, most of the time they're not even employed. They can't even buy food. They're always borrowing money from you. They never have money to pay their rent, but they're always going on vacation. And you're just like, wait a minute, I haven't been on vacation my entire life. How the hell do you keep going to the beach and and going to the casino, because you keep borrowing money from me and I'm not smart enough to realize that you're doing it with everybody else as well. Okay? Some of your family members, okay, they ask to borrow money from you. Next thing you know, they ask your mother for the same thing. Your grandmother, your uncle, your aunt, and this person has gotten $1,000 10 times over until they've gotten 10 grand. Okay, and it takes years before people start realizing this person's been doing this for decades, and we're just now realizing it because we're just now talking about it with each other, and all of a sudden, yeah, that person will eventually get what they deserve. Nobody loans them any money anymore, but you are the individual that has been looked at yourselves and your lives as something so horrible because of the images and the lies that have been given to you by others. So you think, well, you know what? My friend parties, does drugs all day, and everything else works out for them. So I'm gonna go do the same thing. Okay, that's not taking control of your life. Okay, all right. When you go to work, stop worrying about everybody else. Worry about your own career. If you know that Bob or George, I forgot about my buddy George, and my buddy George, remember, is a fictional character. Okay, he's not a real George. So you know, um, and I totally forgot what I was going to say, but nonetheless, um, um, George is living the life that he's living because everything is always a image. None of it's real. It's an image. Okay. George seems to be the best person in the office because George is always telling his manager what he's doing. Okay. And you're just doing your work. You're doing what needs to be done in the background. No one knows you even exist. Okay. So your idea is I'm gonna be like George, okay, and then you do everything the opposite of what you would normally do. Your work suffers, your position suffers, things happen like I can't believe this is happening to me. Why is it? Why everything works out for everybody else besides you? No, you're not taking control of your life. Okay, hold on for a second. My nose clogged up. It's all in my throat. Jeez. George is not in control of his life. George's a puppet, okay, who's decided to take the easy way by hopping over the fence from an image that somebody else has created. Okay? George is also has gotten to the point where now everything is a facade. It's an image. George has to be the smartest guy in the room. Okay? All right? Who cares? I'm not there to be the smartest guy in the room. I'm there to fix the problem at hand. Okay? And I'm definitely not there to point blame. I ain't got time to blame. I have time to figure out why it happened, make sure it doesn't happen again, but fix the problem and get us back to working order. Okay? Taking control of your life should be a priority. Okay? It's not just you. The world isn't against you. The world is not against George. Okay? The most ridiculous feedback that I got for one of my videos, which is the most ridiculous. And it just shows you how people are in our field, okay, and just in general, just in life, is when I said, when you are going to an interview, okay, this is how I handle it. I am not there to beg for a job or say all the right words or get everything right. I'm interviewing them while they are interviewing me. Okay? This when you get to that level, it's a sense of confidence that you know the interviewing process changes drastically. You really just don't give a shit, okay? Because you're not there to hide anything. You're not there to manipulate anything. You're not there to embellish things. You want to interview the people that you plan on spending your 8 hours a day with, okay? And they're doing the same thing to you, and that's okay, okay? All right? I'm not wasting my time, okay, for you to prove to me by asking questions what I don't know, what technology I don't know. I don't care if I don't know that technology today. I'll learn it tomorrow. Okay? All right? I have credentials that even prove to you on a regular basis that I'm capable of doing this. Okay? All right? Look at my wall of credentials. All right, which will be my resume, right? All my certifications. All right, and I even have an expert level certification showing you that I will go the distance. I will do whatever it takes. Okay, and it's all done on my dollar and my time, my choices. I took control. All right, that journey was mine. Now, not a company on this planet paid for one exam, one video, one book. Okay, definitely did not pay for one CCIE exam. Okay, not one. All right, and those were $1,600 a pop when I took it. So I can't even imagine what they are now. Which probably a couple $100 more. I don't know. I'm about to find out though when I go for my CCIE security track. What I'm here to tell you is, taking control of your life is what you should be doing, and you should be proud of it. There's no shame in it. You're not out of control. You're not, aggressive. You're not hard to deal with. You're not a team player. All that's crap. Okay, all right. Now, I mean, it could be true, but but that's not the point. The point is, you're being told these things whenever you have a level of confidence. Okay, all right. That's just the way it is. Okay, and you don't have to say a word. They're going to feel it. They're going to see it. You can't do that. I mean, who do you think you are? Okay, the first document that I ever wrote, a technical document for a company, okay, was year one. I was a CCNA. It was about DHCP snooping. And oh my God, everybody else on that network team told me how, who do you think you are? And, you know, um, you haven't been here long enough to actually, do stuff like that's unprofessional, it's disrespectful, you know, and it's just like, wow, okay. And come to find out, these people, oh, I'm sorry. The famous thing. Yo, Kyle. What do you think? What do you think? These engineers are stupid. All right, okay. They're a hell of a lot smarter than you and I will ever be, which is not true. That's your outlook on yourself. Okay, that's how you saw yourself. Okay, my document was a sense of ambition, a sense of of going beyond my responsibilities, um, and seeing things, not bitching about a problem, but providing you a solution. Okay, all right. The document was 2 pages long, explaining why this was needed. Okay, and how DHCP snooping would save us hours and hours and hours and hours of troubleshooting, downtime, okay, and will solve a problem that they've been having for over a decade. All right, okay. Now I'm CCNA, first year in the field. I don't know any better, okay. But something told me not not to listen to that advice. Okay, all right. I came here to solve problems. I didn't come into this field just, if bottom line, if I wanted to do blue collar work, I'd still be an electrician. Okay, that's the type of job you go in, you punch in at 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock. They tell you what to do, you do what you're supposed to do, and you go home. All right. Anything else is not your problem. All right. That's blue collar mentality. I did that. I don't like that. That's not who I am. Okay. All right. So because you are taking control of your life, people around you will notice this just by seeing what is being done. Okay. And things that are happening around you. Okay. And they will ridicule you for it. All right. Best advice I have for you is don't stop, because 2 years later, you're going to be way past them. Trust me. Okay. And I'm talking about a short 2 years. Okay, because when you don't stop and you control your life and you control your destination, things happen a lot faster than you think they would. And it still ain't fast enough because you wanted it yesterday. Okay? However, what you can accomplish in a 3 year period to a 5 year period is astronomical difference compared to you doing nothing. And imagine it if you did it for 15 years. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So, the as I'm testing out this mic over a period of time, okay, all right, which is test number one. We'll see how it works. Control your life, okay, all right, control it with integrity, dignity, self confidence, and self respect. Okay, you're not there to do all this work for somebody else. It's for you, and nobody can take it from you, no matter how hard they try. Be strong, be determined, be Cisco.